Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Stellaris. It's the Synthetic Dawn expansion, and we are the Quillbot Pacifists. And I have spent the last 3 days streaming Total Warhammer 2, and I have no idea where we are anymore. We did, I believe in the last episode, although I'm not actually that confident, finished off the former species up here. I think there were something Reavers. They've been wiped out. We do have some unrest being complained about on some of the new planets where we are very slowly exterminating the old Nurians. Oh, that's right, it was. The Nurian Reavers or something of that nature. I would love to go and settle this planet over here, and there's some actual good land over here. I'm just worried of what happens if we border the... Because this is a what do they call them? The ancient, like, dormant... super-powered guys, right? Super overwhelming in every way over here. In this case, they are the Stagnant Ascendancy. They are enigmatic observers. I think they mostly just chill, but I would still be very worried about bordering them, so I think we're going to ignore Polaris here. We still have plenty of land within our own borders to go and colonize. In addition to that, we've got Ullum over here, size 19. That's not too shabby. I guess we'll pick that up. We still are explorating all over the place. I think what we're going to do here, I believe these fleets are still merging up, and we're having to do some repairs. Yeah, you are on your way to a repair, presumably. There you go. Once we do that, we should be able to take out these ancient drones over here, and then check out more of that space. Invasion is over. That was a while ago. We won the war. Excellent. And then, yeah, we've got the unrest going on. So, we have to explorify the land that is within our borders here. The automated exploration does prioritize that, and I think I generally agree. We have a lot of money. Our minerals per month actually seems pretty good for this phase of the game. I mean, I don't have like a graph to compare, but it seems all right. And I guess what we're going to do is we're going to make a pass through upgrading everyone. How are we doing science-wise? We've got plenty of engineering, so it'll be physics and bio that we're going to go ahead and get in here. I'll alternate sort of back and forth just to try to keep, you know, things more or less in some sort of order. That seems to be okay. Sirius Prime over here, same thing. We can wait for more of the more of our critters to actually show up. By critters, I mean our cybernetic quillbots here. What else we got? See, you're there, so we'll get a physics lab. You're here. We'll get a bio lab, and it looks actually like we could do with some building pop over here. At some point, we'll have to make a pass through the bits in our sectors just to make sure. We'll overspend and overqueue to make sure that the robots are queued up like crazy. Construction ship is done here. I've got one construction ship going out over here to build a new warp, a wormhole station. I'm going to do a similar thing, say, right here, just to extend our border, give us a few more options going forward. Actually, I don't have one going over here. I just realized I was looking at that in like right before starting the video, and I actually didn't have the 75 minerals, so I do still have to send someone out there. But there's no real rush for that. It's going to be okay. All right, you're repaired. You can definitely go and take out these mining drones. Still have someone trying to chase us down, but that's okay. And then at some point, the Ether Drake and the Automated Dreadnought have to be taken out, but I have no idea, and I refuse to check the wiki for it. I don't know how strong they are. I bet you need at least 10k strength fleet. It might be something like 10, 20 or 30. I don't know. We're being insulted? Flimsy layer of plastic and poorly phrased platitudes. You're a replica. The Savikax Alliance. Now, presumably we have gone and rivaled you. No, we have not. Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, we can rival everyone. The bigger they are, and the closer they are, the more influence we will get. There we go. We should definitely be rivaling more people then. Let's do these guys. They're small, but they're close. Boom. Our relationship is minus 1,500 because we're murder machines. Excellent. I love it. I love the name Murder Machine. That's great. I mean, no, we're pacifists, obviously, but man, we got a 7-star scientist over here. I still don't like this larger star. I think it should be a different symbol other than larger star. I really have to write... Martin Anwar an email about it and say this is dumb and should not be it. They actually, in the original press try that I had, they had a different way of displaying things, and I can see how that wasn't ideal, but it sure as heck was clear, because it was actually like you could go up to like 10 actual stars, not the bigger star, and I can see how that would be sloppy, but I think they've got to replace the stars and make it a little bit more different than just a big star. It's not so bad when you've got like 7 like that, but it's when you've just got your level 5 and it's like the 1 big star and you're like, I don't understand. It's still weird that we have the double, because I think this is an existing project, and this keeps coming up. I don't care about the core systems, really. I'm totally okay with offloading more of the tasks to the subgroups. So let's do that. That has been cleared out. We're going to make sure to actually prioritize one of our ships over here. I'm going to force you to, not survey, actually, research projects. And then go ahead and survey that system, that's fine. And then I'll put you back on automatic after that. That's going to be okay. Combat Swarm, you can go back and repair. Not that you took very much damage, but that's going to be okay. Minerals are coming up. Let's take a look at atmospheric ecosystem. Oh, +3 bio research. Very good. Let's do a whole bunch of pop building up in a queue here. I mean, in a sense, it's actually really dumb to queue like this. Because what you're doing is you're spending minerals on something you're not going to get a benefit for a long time. But in practice, if I don't do this, you know, things sit around being too idle for too long, so that's okay. I don't know if we, like, do we actually want to build a building here? My instinct is to say no right now, just because that is such a great tile. So it doesn't seem like the sort of thing we've got to prioritize. Right, the alien pets, you've got that going on, so we'll put a science thing there. We'll still, like, mostly just match the tiles. It's going to be okay. Sometimes we might override it, but it's, you know, obviously for the food, sure. And if we need anything, I think it's just going to be more science. We'll override the food there like that, and queue that. So again, what we're doing is we're doing a lot of pre-spending here, and it's even worse with the buildings because we're going to be spending upkeep on buildings that aren't being really worked, but again, it makes sure that things get done, and it's a lot less micromanaging than to, like, queue one thing up and then double-check every time, you know, you don't see anything going on these things. Construction ship. Oh, finished that over here. Good. I think I still want one. Is that within my borders? Well, not within my borders, but go there, because you can build... Actually, I don't know if that's the ideal place for a wormhole station. Like, we want to make sure to reach this. I guess no matter what. This actually... I don't know the range. This must reach... I actually can't guarantee that this would reach that. If it did, it might be better, but you know, it doesn't add much there. Okay, building a wormhole station there is going to be fine. Perfectly okay. Ether Drake. Bastards. I can't remember which one of these destroyed one of my science ships. I think it was the Dreadnought. I think we saw the Ether Drake and were able to move away, but I think it's the Dreadnought that just caught our fleet as it was just trying to poke into the system and take a quick little gander, and screwed us. So you're still good. Still want a better notification where there's, like, updates pending. Oh, you actually need more buildings. Science lab. Science lab. And the other thing is, you get a notice if you've got a population unit working a tile that has nothing on it. It's completely blank. But there's no notice or easy identifier to point out the fact that you're working a tile that doesn't have a building. Right? Like, if it's got any sort of resource on the tile, then you don't get a warning of any kind. And I think that's, you know, ideally I'd like that tuned up a little bit. I'm sure they're working on it, though. Oh, three engineering on one base tile. That is beautiful. Yeah, and may as well go and queue that up for now. That's going to be fine. Analyze some debris. That's okay. Repairs complete. Construction ship. Oh, here, yes. So now that you've poked into that system and it doesn't have a planet, which is too bad. At least not one that we can inhabit. What are these? Barren worlds, barren worlds. Yeah. Still a little funny that you can't inhabit a barren world as a robotic race. But I think it's mostly a game balance thing. Because it's like, okay, if you can inhabit all the things right from the start, that might be a little too strong. Yeah, we'll do this anomaly. Discoveries to be made on the surface. A very generic little message. There's no way to, like, terraform barren worlds, right? Well, maybe after they're surveyed? I don't remember. I know that in the Sol system, we specifically got a note about Mars that while it's barren, it's terraformable. Terraforming candidate. Although we can't terraform, because I've been avoiding the tech because it's so unimportant. But the cost is going to be relatively low on the basis that it's an older tech, so at some point we'll go and pick it up. I mean, the cost goes up based on, you know, how much population we have, but that's all right. Now, my sectors... What have you focused on? You are research focused. You are... I think that's just balanced, which is okay. Well, I don't know if it matters, but you can colonize within your borders or whatever. It's going to be all right. I could have them focus a little bit more on science, but I think balance is okay. Look how much cash is banked here. We do have a button. This is something that wasn't in the original game, to drain a sector from its resources, but it does cost influence. So if we were really hurting for money, we could do that, but obviously we've got tons of cash, so that's not really a thing. I could invest in more science ships and things, but that's not really what's holding us back. I'm wondering if I should go and just colonize everything at this point. Well, certainly what I should do is I should work on colonizing over here. I think I didn't before on the basis that it's actually... I mean, it's a good industrial planet, but that's about it. I guess I'll just plop it down here. So, lots of minerals, but that's it. But it will extend our borders out, and that's fine. Zero Corp has a station here. We're going to have to figure out what to do with them. Because I can't trade with them. How do I talk to them? Over here. I can't even declare war, actually. So, wait, hold on. Yeah, I can declare war against you guys. I don't know if there's anything I can do. If I just put a ship in orbit, can I, like, just land ground troops? I might be able to. Okay, you're done that. Good. You're going to come back into our system area over here. Build some research stations. We'll get you to build some more stuff soon as well. All right. You're not building anything. And again, it's like, does that mean you can't or what? So yeah, we'll still stay balanced with physics and biolabs. Back and forth, back and forth. Everyone else has got a building queue. Oh, you've got another upgrade. We must have unlocked a new type of building somewhere along the way. And what I'm thinking of doing is, because our income's pretty good, why don't we just go ahead and go colony ship, run out of minerals, but that's okay. Because that's one of the reasons, like, you wait to colonize this stuff is because, you know, A, you want to make sure existing planets are as good as possible, because colonies cost you a lot of money. And we do want to go to war with these guys. I think part of the plan was to get up to cruiser tech, or maybe it was battleship tech. I don't know, and go after them. We'll see. Phi aliens. I guess that's one of the big questions is, do we spend our resources... Can I not identify them? One of the questions is, do we spend our resources building a military ship going after these guys, or do we colonize what we've already got to improve our base? Equivalent, inferior, equivalent. Why are they marked as superior? System survey. I guess when you... Because equivalent's a range, so they must be at the higher end of equivalent for fleet power and technology level, which is placing them superior overall, which is important to note, actually. You've done that. We're going to put you back on Auto Explorer here. You go nuts, have some fun. Construction ship, yeah, you've got lots of stuff to still do. You can keep that going up. And the ships are getting a lot more expensive. Like, we may not actually have the industrial base to do it, and that would be another incentive to go and colonize as many of these planets as possible. So yeah, we'll go ahead, get them started in bulk, that's fine. And then once they pop, we'll start assigning them places. I mean, all of them for sure, which we already have that scheduled. And then there's a bunch of size 16 planets. It's probably going to be fine to pick up. We can even settle the Tomb Worlds. Again, this would be nice, size 17 here, but I'm really worried about bordering these guys. It would also be nice because it would bring some pretty sweet little planets into our borders. Class 12 asteroids. Excellent. I think that's going to be... It's either plus engineering or plus minerals. Either one is fine. We really got good engineering here. We must have picked up a lot of engineering science locations along the way. I guess I can go up from normal speed here. Although I have to say, we've been doing a lot despite being on normal speed. There's been a lot of things to interact with. Construction complete. Alright, colony ship is done. That's the one that's already been assigned. There we go. Mineral or engineering research. I think we've gotten more than a few of those. Military confrontation. Okay, that's fine. It's not us going at war. Although someone might declare war on us because we don't have that big of a navy. Influence gained. Wait, I can say greetings? Question mark, question mark. Cold days and warm nights upon you, Quillbot Command Corps. We are person. We speak on behalf of all the Numerian souls aboard the collected ships of the Pursuing Waters, or nomadic fleet. Right. You have nothing to fear from us, as the fleet has no interest in orb-bound affairs. We only ask that you respect our autonomy. Do not hinder us on our journey. Well, that's incompatible with our desires. But apparently all I can say is greetings. Huh. Construction complete. Okay, they're here. They've got 10,000 strength. I would love to go and obliterate them from, you know, a story perspective, but obviously they got 3 space arcs. I wonder if they'll linger around or they're just going to cut through the galaxy. We obviously can't build a fleet strong enough to do this Well, we might not be able to in all. We can just over quadruple our current naval capacity. Right? Yeah, something like that. Not quite, actually. Under quadruple. Anyway, so yeah, we'd be sitting at maybe, well, we'd be pretty similar in strength, especially if we had any tech upgrades. But if they're just going through a territory, like if they keep lingering around, we'll get them on a future pass. Because obviously we have to, just for story reasons.
System survey complete.
Okay, colony ships, we've got some that are sitting idle. So yeah, let's take a look at the expansion planner. Probably sort you by size. Which one is this one? Oh, but... Oh, is colonizable. There you go. So, we want to avoid Polaris, because Polaris is over here. So we're going to avoid that. Alpha Centauri. We'll land you... That is a big energy tile. And you got some critters, and you've got some Betharian. Wow, if we were worried about energy. And then... And Stella... And we'll land on the energy tile. That's going to be fine. Okay. I like pre-building the ships, because popping up the menu takes so many more clicks. I don't know. Rigid programming trait. I don't know what that means. It's less XP going forward. You're still level 5 right now, so that's not so bad. Another Toad Asteroid for +3 engineering. Oh! You do want to settle. You goddamn liars. You want to settle here. 16, comma, question mark, question mark. Was this something I could already settle before? Here's the thing. There's part of me that says, yeah, settle, and then we'll kick your ass after. And then take the planet. And then, you know, maybe get some free buildings out of it. But it feels like... And maybe they'll stick around and it'll make it easier for us to exterminate them. And in a normal... I don't think I've ever seen this. In a normal playthrough, I would want to say, yes, absolutely. It's kind of interesting. But, why is the planet of interest? Actually, let's ask them first. Sail and void, arduous journey, and yet only step on our strenuous path. Our people simply seek rest and thought this would work. Like, part of me wants to say no, and part of me wants to say yes as kind of a bait. Yeah, settle here. It'll be fine. Ignore the fact that we're building up a giant fleet to exterminate you. Plus, this one gives me influence, and this one costs me influence. So we're going to let them settle on the orb.
Construction complete.
Oh, so we didn't have that system settled at all.
System survey complete.
All right. Apparently I can't rival you. Oh, because we have too many. They do hate me. Murder machines. Shade giver. Yeah, we're going to throw some shade your way is the way it's going to work. I guess we didn't have that settled at all. I thought we had one of the systems in here settled up. But they did steal all my bases. The Galactic Nomads aboard the pursuing Waters fleet have sent us a parting message. They are leaving our galaxy from the outer rim and setting sail towards the next destination. Where will they end up? Will they ever find what they're searching for?
Construction complete.
Well, if their fleet is leaving, that would be very good news.
Construction complete.
Oh, they have nothing! Excellent! We've successfully, like, baited at least some organics into their death. All I need to do is... Can I wormhole from there? I'm assuming it's within range, but it's actually kind of hard to tell if it's within one wormhole jump. Tell you what, just go to Biram, because we know that'll be within one jump over there. We're going to get this prepped. Just in case, we're going to start creating some cruisers. Although, hold on, we probably need to do a design phase. Because I don't know if we ever... No, it looks like we did modify the cruisers. You've got your railguns. That, level 3, level 3. Oh, you could have better sensors. Which is probably a good idea. We'll have to rebalance our energy. Which is kind of annoying. Okay, you know what? Leave it there. It's going to be fine. Yeah, I guess we didn't make any changes. And presumably everyone else is... Oh, you can get the next level sensors. We don't have anything in this slot, do we? Nope, we don't. And our corvettes, do you have some spare energy? You do. And we'll give you the better sensors as well. Yeah, it's not too shabby. So let's get you to upgrade. And then we'll send you out there. We've got an extra idle colony ship. So... still sorted by size, not Polaris. We'll in fact go to Sirius over here and land there. That's going to be fine. Okay. Construction ship here is idle. I actually want you to go over here, set up the research station, followed by the mining station. Thank you very much.
Ship augmentations completed.
Cruiser.
Construction complete.
Oh, I was going to say, where are all my planets, my spaceports? You know, it would also be nice to have an EU4 style construction planner to, like, queue up more of these jobs in bulk, you know? Here, let's do that. Just a little bit more bulk, just in case something weird happens over here. I don't really expect it to be a thing, but we'll make sure. You may as well go and set up those mining stations right now. The energy is not really a priority. Science is probably better, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, everyone's still busy.
System survey complete.
Your upgrade is done, so you can go here. Alright, we've met some people that we can investigate. In the Ubalon system. Oh, right over here. I was going to say, oh, Curator Enclave, communications terminated. It is a shame. I do like interacting with those things. It's also a great way to dump energy. In the base game, it's very easy to end up with a bunch of excess energy that doesn't do anything.
Anomalous surface variability.
And it's really nice to be able to just dump money at these enclaves. The artists, the map people, the research boosters, that sort of thing. Because otherwise, like, you can end up in a weird thing where, like, too much money. Like, we're about to hit our cap. And what are we going to do with this energy? Pretty much nothing. Ancient survey marker, +4 energy or minerals. That's going to be okay. So yeah, we're mass colonizing. We'll probably hold off on any more colonizing. Although, again, we could afford to drain some money, so maybe we want to. Fleet's all more or less there. There's some more coming out to build, but that's going to be okay. How's your fleet? You've got no fleet here. Declare war. We are here to take your planet. Confirm. Go. And we still have some armies. Embark all. Embark all. I feel like a lot of our base population can exist as a militia, which is kind of interesting. I'm going to go ahead and help clear these blockers here. So that we can build... Oh. Wait, why can't I clear this tile? What? It takes 75 money. I got 75 money. It takes 75 minerals. Oh! Is it spend it from their stuff? That is probably it. Well, first of all, have a bunch of credits, man. That's going to be okay. And you know what? You can have a bunch of minerals and a bunch of that, too. I didn't realize it's spent from the sector currency. I guess it sort of makes sense. Oh, suddenly we're losing money. Because we're settling a lot of planets.
System survey complete.
Special project, communications. That's just another enclave. And we are in a fight. There we go. Our admiral got another trait from fighting. Our transport... Wait. Oh, you're asleep. Yeah, that's fine. You two are going to come over here. Get an orbit around this planet. Done and done. I'm going to order simply light bombardment over here. Because we want to take any buildings that might be present intact. Oh, there's really not much. But we also don't need to create any tile blockers. We've got to wait for the transport fleets to arrive, so we've got plenty of time to keep the fortifications down. Still would have liked to kill the actual fleet, but I guess it's going to be what it's going to be. Construction ships are all good. These are tiny. Might still want to colonize them. We'll see. We could put out a frontier outpost over here, but I don't think it's that critical to do.
System survey complete.
Although there's a good chance. I really like putting them, again, I've talked about it before, around neutron stars and black holes and things, because there's almost always science to be gotten from that, and the frontier outpost will get it and expend it out. It might not be a terrible idea to claim this area, actually. We do have enough influence. You know what? Oh, it's not surveyed. Let's get a science ship to accelerate surveying that. Meanwhile, I guess we'll pick up these minerals. Because we can now always use more minerals, that's fine. Hey, 5% research speed is done. What is Satramine? Governing ethics attraction is irrelevant for us. More wormhole generation. It's really expensive, though. Don't need the assist research because we're not doing that right now. Next tier shield's not bad. We're not really being threatened that way. I'm going to go and clean up these guys. Kind of annoying me that they're there. Tell you what, we'll finish the mining drone laser. Because we got a fair amount of progress towards it. I don't know if it leads to anything else. We've done that before where there was like some tech I was never bothering finishing because it in itself didn't interest me. And it turns out it was something that you need to like unlock something else later on. There's a bunch of science to be gotten over here, so we will do that. Take a look at the situation here. Okay, they've got nothing left. And attack. So it's going to be a pretty easy victory. 100%. And I'm surprised I didn't instant pop it. It probably would have. There we go. Force demands. Done and done. Mine now. Fooled them into taking some land here that we were just going to do afterwards. You know what? Let's queue up the max. It's fine. And yeah, we're gonna have to adjust our sectors. I could make this one bigger. Ullum is not yet a planet, so I mean clearly, okay. Clearly, we're gonna have to do a couple of things. This sector down here, we're gonna have it reach all the way over to Ullum, and that's okay. That doesn't actually get rid of our count though, so we're also gonna have to adjust the northern sector over here to reach down here, and that's okay. Bam. Close. We're at 4 or 5. Did I take another planet over here? Oh, BIM! Yeah, that's okay, though, because we're colonizing some more stuff over here, so we're going to be over our limit again soon, and that's fine. That's just, you know, one less thing to sort of micro, and it's hardly the end of the world. You can keep building up some cruisers for now. Any modules we want? No, we can live without those. But yeah, let's queue up a couple more of those cruisers, and we'll put a cut in here. I think that sounds great. I still want to go to war with these guys. I'm not going to complain about the fact that we've really developed more of our infrastructure here. I should have made a note of our numbers at the start of the episode and at the end of the episode. I feel like our minerals per turn have gone down, probably because of consumer goods, and I guess some of the ship maintenance as well. But our science has definitely been going up, and I cannot complain about that one bit whatsoever. Speaking of, I guess we will go ahead and upgrade these some more. Physics is lagging behind. So, and then we'll upgrade all these guys, and yeah, build some more physics labs. That's going to be groovy. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.